Welcome to the Making of a DM special episode. The coronavirus, how to acknowledge it, and how to prosper from it. With that said, let's get started.
Making that the DM.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your host, Mark Evans, DM. It's happening as I'm sitting here talking to you today. I'm in Parkland, Florida, and we all are quarantined across America and the U.S. It's interesting to me that the quarantine, what it requires, it's kind of like my life every day. I'm not leaving the house, kind of doing my thing. Don't go to many public places other than dinner and stuff like that. But we're going to talk about something very important today, about how to navigate what's going on in the economy today, how to protect your business, how to protect your mind, how to protect in general. And it's going to be very high level because I've been through this a little bit in 2007, 8, and 9 during the real estate crash that no one had any experience with. And if I can be honest with you, which I always am, I'm sitting here talking to you. Not a whole lot in my life's changed, meaning my day-to-day life. You know, our nanny's coming here, the teacher's coming here, my wife is going to the pool and hanging out, I'm hanging out. The only thing I'm not really doing is going up to the clubhouse and having lunch. Instead, I'm eating at home, which I should probably do anyways. So it's forcing me to do that. And it brings me to my first topic about in times of craziness, we must control the things we can control. Because if not, you're going to get anxious, overwhelmed, excited, and make really bad decisions. So let me explain this and give you an example of this. I am still waking up at 4:44 every day. I'm controlling when I wake up. I'm controlling what I do next, i.e. go to the gym. The gym right now is in my garage, or take my 45-minute walk run. But I'm controlling it. I'm getting things accomplished with controlled activities. I can't control what the stock market does. I can't control what happens on the other side of business. I can't control the 50 million things going on, but I can control my daily activities, my daily habits. And when you do that, you're going to start getting more confident, more comfortable in yourself. This is something you should do anyways, if this is going on or not. But what's interesting, what's very positive about the situation we're in is it's bringing awareness to the top, to the forefront of what really is important and what we really are, where we're really strong and where we're really weak as individuals and business owners. So I'm talking to you today, and since this has been going on, I'm very relaxed. I've built my businesses properly where if I have $1 million in the bank, I don't go buy 2 Ferraris, or whatever. And I'm not blowing money. I've preserved capital. I've grown real businesses with real people, with real product, and they're doing well. Actually, my real estate company is starting to do better, and it's going to do really well over the next 12 to 24 months just because of the economical situation. My media company's cranking because email marketing, people are very dialed in. A lot more people have a lot more time to pay attention to what's going on. So it's actually working better. My supplement company's cranking. It's not where I want it to be, but it's growing and it's getting better because people are realizing they need to get their shit together and get healthier. And all the other pieces I have going on. People understand the knowledge up. My education business, people are investing in themselves. By the way, it's the best thing all of us could be doing right now is investing in yourself. Spending that money on yourself to develop skill sets and knowledge base to grow into the next level. But I'm comfortable. When I say comfortable, I'm confident that I've built this thing right. I've been waiting for this moment for a while. Not necessarily the coronavirus outbreak, but a moment where the market has a big blip or a disruption, which is just a matter of time, and we've been talking about it for a couple years, and it's happening. This is what we've prepared for. This is like going to the Super Bowl. This is what we've been grinding in the gym, playing these games every Sunday, going and playing Monday Night Football. It's the Super Bowl, baby. If you're a real business owner, you know this is the time to level up. It's the time. It's our time. In the next 3 months, you could possibly make more money in the next 3 months if you're in the right product niche and category, in business that is. Make more money in 3 months than you did in the last 3 years or 30 years. And I'm being serious. You see, in 2006, 7, and 8, you have to adapt and change maybe a little bit. You have to grow and learn. 2006, 7, and 8, man, I made a decent amount of money. I made a lot of money. We helped a lot of people. We were buying product, real estate, houses for pennies on the dollar. When people were scared, we were very, very excited because fear is making them create irrational decision making. And again, I'm not judging it. It is what it is. But I'm going to get off subject here for a second because I think we should all take a minute. And again, I'm not trying to be silly here, but like our local small mom and pop shops are the biggest people that are going to get smacked. These are the people that take care of our dry cleaners. These are the people that clean our houses. These are the people that mow our lawns. These are the people that, the restaurants in particular, like, the frequent local mom and pop restaurants. I recommend, if you can, to buy from them, to give them bigger tips than normal. Let them know that you care. If you have a social media presence, share that who you're shopping with and what you're doing, and kind of get the voice out that people should be shopping local. Do it more. I see some people sharing that, which is awesome. We all need to share it more because our local people are the ones that hold this group together. Even my son in Taekwondo. We're not going to Taekwondo, but I'm not calling my credit card company and canceling. Listen, these are small companies. What's a couple, 20, 30, $50? I don't even know what it costs, but whatever it is, what's a couple $100 a month extra for me? But it means a lot to them. And I think we have to be very mindful and thoughtful about this right now, not reactive. And again, I'm not saying not take care of your family. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is your family is, to me, my family is not just my immediate family, but also our local communities. Our people, they're grinding, they're cranking, they're scared. And I take for granted, I don't know if I take it for granted or just maybe I'm naive. I think everyone has a decent amount of money saved up. When I say saved up, have access to, maybe it's in a savings, maybe it's in investments or whatever, but you have liquid cash for times like this. Maybe it's the way I've been built. As a real estate investor, I've been built. You always need cash. You always need cash. I don't care if you have $15 million in the bank. You could be broke on one deal. A deal comes along, it's worth $30 million. You buy it today for 15, you buy it. I'm broke now. So you're never settled. You're never like, okay, I got enough money in the bank. You never have enough money in the bank. Ever. I don't care who you are. If that was the case, wouldn't Apple stop creating products to print money? The answer is no. Like us as a business, we're providing a product and service and a solution to a problem that you get paid for that. That's what business is about. But I'm hearing all these companies, like within the first 3 days of this coronavirus situation, people are already laying off, firing, and shutting down. It's heartbreaking. It's like heartbreaking to me. Because I know most of these fuckers have the brand new iPhone. All these fuckers have the best shoes and the best cars and all this stuff. And yet, when shit hits the fan, they have no money. So I think this is a great reality check for all you fuckers that are doing this. Maybe I'm talking to you. See, when shit like this happens, no one cares if you have the iPhone 11, 20, or 2. No one except you. No one cares if you're wearing the Gucci's or the Voits from Kmart. The only person that gives two shits is you. Does it really matter if you drive a Toyota or a Corvette? Well, yeah, it does matter to you. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have nice stuff. I'm just saying you shouldn't have nice stuff if you can't fucking pay your bills if shit hits the fan. It's irresponsible and it's bullshit. And it's sickening. It's sad. I know Trump's working on this $1,000 gift thing to everybody, this check or whatever. And listen, I think it's great. I don't even want my $1,000. If they give it to me, I'm giving it away. It's not that, it's like, I don't need it. $1,000 is not my problem. Right? And I'm not saying that to be a dick. It's the truth. because I fucking saved. I worked really hard. I built real companies. I'm still grinding it out. While you guys are out fucking around on the weekends, getting wasted with your buddies, going and hang out, can't wait to get off at 5 to go get fucked up at the bar. I'm not doing that shit. I haven't done that shit for years. Once I realized and I was like, oh my God, this is irresponsible, immature. This is stupid. This means nothing. It's pointless. There's nothing cool about it. There's nothing cool with looking at your spouse in front of you or the family members you care about, knowing that you're a dipshit and you don't have any money in the bank. You should be ashamed of yourself and embarrassed. And I'm being honest. How the fuck doesn't a growing adult have thousands of dollars saved up? $5,000 easy. It's really, really, really strange to me because I know they have, like I said, the new cell phones. I know they're taking trips. I know they're buying the best blah, 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 whatever. They're going out to eat every single night like they're fucking the Rockefellers over there. But yet they have no money. They're living on credit. Folks, this is a wake-up call. If this is you, this is a wake-up call. Get your shit together. I love times like this because it shakes out the weak, shakes out the fakes. You'll see who the real business owners are. You'll see who the real ballers are, if you will. You're going to see who the people that are ultra resourceful. I truly believe there will be more magicians, because I talk about magician versus mule all the time. There'll be more magicians created in this time going on right now because of quarantine, because you have to become resourcefulness. You have to think, how can I work differently? See, everyone's had it so easy. For the last 4 years, it's been easy. Now you have to think. Now you have to actually work. So I'm excited for this time. I'm saddened to hear all these people that are hurting. But in the same breath, I'm thinking a lot of these fuckers, listen, what'd you expect? What'd you expect? Your kids are rocking the new Jordans. You're rocking $100 flip-flops. You got a brand new nail. Your nails are being done every week. Your hair's being did every month. Like, seriously? You better get your fucking priorities straight. Like, I didn't take trips for years. I didn't take a day off for years. I worked. I'm still working. I'm still building. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. Truth is, I've been excited about what's going on because I can sit back and I can really reflect and say, wow, where am I weak? Right now as a leader's, it's like the best time to be a leader if you want to be a real leader, if you are a real leader. See, guys, in my real estate company, I have a lot of people who have a lot of money with us, a lot, many millions. And they get a letter. We are good with cash. Your payments will not be affected in any way, shape, or form. We're a responsible company, XYZ, right? You have to lead and you have to let people know, hey, things are okay over here. So what's interesting to me is like everyone's talking about all this chaos and craziness. My bank accounts are going up. My deal flow's cranking up. My team's happy. We're growing. We're moving. That's why I want to bring this to the point, because pay attention to your numbers. Pay attention to your situation, your controllables. I know what my numbers are saying. I'm trying to be very conscious and aware of what's going on around me at the same time, but I'm not panicked. Will there be blips? Absolutely. I'm in the real estate space. We're not allowed to file evictions for the next 60 days. People are going to take advantage of that. Well, guess what? In my world, and I've been talking about this since 1996, I don't recommend going high-level leverage unless you're a professional investor. Therefore, when I built my turnkey company, the only way you could buy from us is cash. Why, Mark? That's stupid. Everyone says leverage. Yeah. Who's fucking stupid now? If you're leveraged today, you will be going bankrupt. Mark my word. If you're over-leveraged, 100%. You can't stop the freight train. I've seen it happen. 06, 7, and 8. Smart fuckers got wiped out. Talking very smart people. I'm not that smart. I barely graduated high school. Never went to college. I didn't go BK. I actually make more money in these times. Oftentimes, your smarts gets in the way of practicality. When you're over leveraged and you make $100 a month net, and then the tenants can't pay the $1,200 a month payments, and you're still stuck sending $1,100 to the bank, well, you better have real reserves, because if not, you're going to get in trouble, my friend. Well, they're going to bail me out. No one's bailing you out. No way. You're too small. You're just a number in the system. And if they did bail you out, it takes so long, your runway would run out and you're going to fall off the cliff before it happens. So my clients that paid for cash, listen, does it suck because you don't get that extra $1,200 this month? Absolutely. But it does not cause foreclosure and bankruptcy. It's liquid. It's a liquid asset. It's free and clear. You can sell for whatever you want. You have no debt. If you have a $100,000 house with $90,000 of debt on it, you can't sell for less than $90 unless you have extra cash to pay the difference. If you bought it for, $90, it's worth $100, and you need $60,000 cash today, call my team up. We buy those all day long at $60,000. You get $60,000 cash in your pocket today. It's liquid. It's not ideal sometimes, but it keeps the wheels going, keeps the businesses moving, keeps your life going, whatever it is. Anybody told you I've never sold for a loss is a liar and or has never done enough deals. They've done one. We've all done it. Shit, I might be doing it soon. Who knows? Right? You just never know. But communication is key. Like I said, message goes out to my investors. Not only that, my team. I think it's very important if you guys own businesses and you have team members, you need to let them know what's going on. Don't put your head in the sand. The truth is, this is the time you never put your head in the sand. You're more up in front of people more than you've ever been. Like I'm talking like annoyingly in front of them, letting them know you're here, you're helping people, you'll help them. Call me anytime. Let's talk. Let's create solutions and let's focus on the big picture. But when I did a call, like an email to my team, it's like, again, you have to reassure them. Because they're listening to all their friends, they're watching the media and listening to social media and all this shit. And literally, if you don't go outside, you think the world's crashing down on you. It's like, my life sucks. But every one of my companies, no one's had a blip. Like I said, my sales guys are actually making more. And the team is structured. They're cranking. I've been on to something since December 31st, 2005. And all my companies have been virtual, meaning they can work from home or a coffee shop, wherever they want. They don't have to come into an office. So for 15 fucking years, I've been doing this. I've always known this is the way of the future. I promise you, a lot of the big companies, big corporations, you're going to see a massive shift from this point forward. This is history in the making, folks. From this point forward, you're going to see a lot more people being able to work from home. A lot more people are going to be able to do this. This is pretty cool for most people. Some people are like, oh my God, I need my own space. I need to get out of the house, etc. Well, you're going to have to learn how to compartmentalize. You're going to have to learn how to, create an environment that allows you to work from home. It's not for everybody, but it's going to be the new norm. So I'm excited about that. Not only that, I reassured them that we have cash in the bank. We have a very long runway. But you will get fired if you don't do your job, period. You get fired in a good economy or a bad economy. You don't do your fucking job with us, you will get fired. I don't care what's going on. You got to do your job. You got to communicate, right? We all have stuff going on in life, but you got to communicate. You got to be responsible. You got to be respectful. Companies are only as weak as their weakest link. Only as strong as their weakest link, I should say. And if someone's weak and that's you, well, guess what? Step your shit up. You got to. And if you know someone that's weak, help them. Get with them. Inspire them. Teach them how to get stronger. Teach them how to get stronger as a person, by the way, not how to get stronger in your company, but how to get stronger as an individual. Because if they grow, everything else follows suit. But I had a nice email. I sent out to everyone, a nice call, to reassure. And again, these aren't things that you plan for or prepare or write messages. Like this is what true leaders have to do. Hey guys, we're going to be good. Here's what I mean. And you share the big picture. You share what's going on. And then you share with what we're moving forward with. This creates opportunity. It's very positive. And the truth is, in our company, this is very positive. And if it's not positive, you have to come up with something that creates an opportunity for them to grow from it, right? Let them know, I'm here for you. Just right now, it's not the time for us to be in business. The government shut, whatever it is. But it's amazing to me that this is going on. I'm always surprised about how the world reacts to certain things, and us as leaders, us as people want to do better about ourselves. And by the way, if you're listening to the show, thank you. This is the time. You're listening to this message for a reason. It's hitting home. It's not probably the shit you want to hear, but you have to hear, especially if you're one of the clowns that have no money in the bank. It's your fault if you're an adult and you're aware. But secondly, it's the way you've been programmed. Knowing it is once you understand and know it and acknowledge that that that's a problem, you can actually fix it. See, I grew up, I didn't have financial people teaching me how to be financially free. No one was financially free. That's why they couldn't teach it, right? But as I started growing, I started realizing what I sucked at: saving money, doing this, doing that, growing a right company the right way, etc. So I invested a lot of money and time and energy, more importantly, a lot of action to do it. And guys, it's not always easy. Trust me, it's not easy learning this process of cutting checks when you don't have that much money in the bank. But you guys understand the world still is moving. People are still buying. People are still selling. The money's just moving. It's a very interesting to me how they say the stock market loses $3 trillion or whatever. First of all, the money does not evaporate out of fucking thin air. It does not go away. It does not lose the money. It's simply a transfer of wealth to someone else. It's the people, the guys and gals that understand how to play the market on the downside, how to buy from the bottom up, how to buy from the top down. There's a lot of money made when the market, actually, typically there's more money made in a very short time on a down market than any up market. There's a saying that goes back, it's take the stairs up and take the elevator down. That's how markets work. It takes a process to get up, but when coming down, it's coming straight down. I love these times because it forces me, like I said, it's almost like I'm at peace. It's almost like I've been prepared for this moment. I'm asking myself, what, Mr. Evans, are you made of? Are you all talk? Are you ready for this? It's your time. It's now or never. This is when you start saying you're taking stock, by the way. That's what we're doing. We're taking stock. What do I have? What don't I have? What do I need? What don't I need? Who do I need on the team? Who don't I need on the team? Who's pulling their weight and who's not pulling their weight? You really start looking at this a little bit different. Not only that for myself, I'm talking about controlling myself. I'm asking, where are the blind spots? Where's the opportunities in this obstacle? Because if you can solve a big problem, you can get paid big. Bigger problems equal bigger paydays. What if you can solve them? I want you to think about what you're capable of. You've been playing small just like me. It's time to show up or shut up. Put up or shut up, right? They say. It's now. I'm not opposed to selling shit out of my garage if I had to. I'm not opposed to selling every fucking thing I have to make my dreams come true. See, I think that's the difference. So many people talk about, oh, Mark, you're so materialistic. You have the rules, you have the big mansions and this and that. Yeah, you're damn right I do. I like it. Been dreaming about my whole life. Living in a dream every day. But it doesn't define me. It's always interesting. The people that talk shit and say that are typically the ones that are so anchored into like, oh my God, this is my phone. It makes who I am. Or, oh my God, look at my car. Who gives a fuck? It's now. Don't be attached to stuff. Be attached to the results. I'm all in. The guys I roll with are all in. You have to keep the money rolling. You have to keep the machine cranking. Sit down today and think about, what do you have access to? Dig deep. Get uncomfortable. Do the things you've been talking about that you haven't pulled the trigger on because you've been too laxed. The time is now or never. Send those emails to those people to extract deals, extract money, extract opportunity. Let them know what you're up to and how you can help them. Ask them if they need help. Do the things that you're not willing to do when it's easy, but now you have to do because you have to do it. It's now. You got to get the money. You got to literally you're on a boat and there's 50 holes. You got to start plugging each hole. Some holes are bigger than others. Start plugging holes or this bitch goes down. You got to plug them. You probably have to get on the phone and start doing some sales. Maybe you do whatever you have to do to get the results you're seeking. I think it's so key, guys. Again, I'm just so at peace knowing that I'm investing in myself. I'm knowledging up. I watch 2 hours of videos a day on this very specific investment strategy I'm working and learning on. Not only why that's going on, my team is growing. We got hiring new salespeople. We're hiring new in-house deployment people. Marketing's cranking. Leads are flowing. Things are happening. But constantly knowledge up. It's interesting. I knowledge up every day. True story. 7 days a week, 365. I'm learning. I'm reading. I'm watching videos. Whatever you want to learn is online. You can learn it. The problem is not learning. The problem is execution of information. That's where the real problem is, guys. It's individuals. It's not the information. It's funny to me. I always love the people. Mark, you don't understand. I've looked at 7 seminars and then just nothing's clicking. Well, hey, listen, maybe it's you then, right? 7? It's wild, isn't it? Go to 7 seminars and nothing's working. Nothing's clicking. Well, have you looked in the mirror and said, what's the common theme? What's the common thing here? It's you. Got to dial it in. Again, awareness is the key to success. But I love knowledging up. I've read over 5,000 books, if not 6,000 or more. I've read a lot of books. I buy books every day, practically. I'm a slow reader. Terrible. I sucked it. I read a page, I forget what I even read, so I'm a very slow reader. But I understand the importance of it. You got to read. If you want to lead, you have to. And I truly believe it's helped me get to where I'm at today. It's got me so peaceful knowing I'm knowledging up. And I'm telling you guys, knowledging up when things are amazing is just as important as when shit hits the fan, because it's a compound effect. Every time I read 20 pages, 30 years ago, literally, I'm reading. Well, not literally. 23 years ago, I started reading books. But 23 years ago, those 20 pages turned into 20 pages every day. Some days I'd read entire books. I'd sit all day and just read and take notes and think and jot every day, 7 days a week. No time off. On the plane, on the boat, on the bus, wherever. Read the books. Knowledge up. It's kind of like going to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym every day. And most of the time, it feels like the gym did nothing. But it's a compound effect. I'm going to come. Do you think you'll look better if you go to the gym 7 days a week for a year, 365 days, or just go whenever the hell you feel like it? Of course, you're going to look way better if you go every day and you put the work in. You're not going to see instant results, but you're going to see results at the end of the year. Same thing with knowledge, right? Today I read. I can get excited, but I might not see the payoff. I might not ever see the payoff with that knowledge I was reading about that at the moment, but it's a compound effect. You start as you grow and develop, you start pulling from this shit that you're learning from your file cabinet in your brain. Hey, how do I deal with this situation? Oh, this is going on. How do I help with this situation? Oh, I remember this book, blah, 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 blah. And then you're talking to someone. They're like, hey, I need help here. Great. You should read this book. And here's why. You start learning how to be resourcefulness to other people through your knowledge. And this is how you become certain in uncertain times. I'm so certain right now my companies may have record years this year. Well, I know for a fact my media company and supplement company will. Real estate company is going to be a little tough because we've done some real numbers in that company and it's continuing. But truthfully, I believe all my companies will do record years, even with the coronavirus situation going on. Why? Because we're in adaptable environments. We're a company that listens to the market and zigs and zags when it needs to. We're not a big corporation that are set in our ways. We're very moldable. We're very ready to make a move. We see opportunity differently. We don't see the obstacle. We see the solution. And when we do that, that's, again, It starts with leadership. Like my team is amazing. The front line is there taking bullets. They're standing up. They're feeding back information. They're telling us what they need more of. And again, as great leaders, you want to listen to them because we're not on the forefront lines. Our job is so high. We're 30,000 feet in the air, but also on the lines at the same time, you kind of get skewed up a little bit. And I see leaders out there trying to lead from the top down when really right now you need to be on the ground up. You need to be hearing it. You need to be bumping chest, listening to people, talking to people, being more engaged than you've ever been engaged right now. They need you more than ever. Not because they need you, it's because they're fighting off their friends, the media, and all these conversations in their head that they're hearing from other people. The market's bad, the people's bad, you're losing your retirement, unemployment's up to 30%, this is going on. And then you come into the office or at your house, in your office, you're like, nothing's different. I'm making the money, I'm making more money, team's growing, we're still doing Zoom meetings. What's different? So you're fighting their brain. You're helping them develop a mental muscle to allow you guys to be better as a company. And that's why it's so important to focus on all the things you can control. Like I said earlier, when you wake up, I can control that. That gives you confidence. Yes. Step 1, woke up at 4:44. Yes. Okay, got to the gym at 5:30. Yes. Okay, read my 20 pages by 6:30, 7 o'clock. Yes. Made my 3 sales calls by 9 a.m. Yes. This is shit we can control. And when you can control it, you can start understanding and understand what's going on. And more importantly, have confidence moving forward. It's very powerful. It's very exciting. If you can't even hear it in my voice, listen to my other shows. Right now, I am as cool and as calm as a cucumber. I literally feel like these moments I've been preparing for my whole life. Like true leaders love shit like this. Love it. We don't run from the fire. We run to it. We want to help people. We want to support people. We want to guide people. We want to be there for them. We know this is an opportunity. We know there's some challenges here. But true people in business want to look at this and say, okay, where's the solution in all this? You got to get the money. You got to keep the sales going. You got to keep the communication up. And you got to get building that bank account up. You have to build it up. Focus on your retirement. Look at your retirement. Like these times, what's going on, it should bring massive awareness to you. Don't play victim. Do not play victim. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve anybody. Learn from it. I don't like the way it makes me feel when I lose 20% in the stock market and I have no clue how. Pull the money out and go to cash. You don't have the stomach for it. You don't have the wherewithal. That's okay. It's not for most, right? Pull out, go to cash, knowledge you're up, learn about something, get knowledgeable, and then redeploy it. Most of you, depending when you're listening to this, if you had money sitting, say $100,000 in a retirement account, you only have probably 70,000 max. You'd have been better off in $100K cash until you figured it out. We got to take this stuff serious. And don't let your dumbass broker tell you, you're in it for the long haul. If they tell you that, fire them immediately. They're brainwashed and they're trying to brainwash you. I was talking with a guy I know here in my town. He's worth a decent amount of money. He has a couple million in play in the market. He's about 39, 40 years old. And I saw him on a walk. I was out walking yesterday. And I was talking to him and I was like, dude, because I know this guy's all in the market. He doesn't do anything else but the market. I'm like, you went to cash, right? He's like, nope. And he's smiling. I'm like, what are you smiling about then? I was like, you're clearly doing puts and riding the downside and all that. He's like, nope, we're buying more actually. I get that. I understand you buy more as it's going down. Your cost changes, whatever. But I'm like average cost basis. And I'm like, dude, you're not a professional trader. And not only that, has your guy called you and told you that you should move to cash or is he giving you updates? He's like, no, I call him. And I started laughing. I was like, dude, you need to fire this guy immediately. You're a number in the system. This is not funny. This is my fucking retirement. This is my future you're fucking with. And you think it's funny? By the way, that's how I do talk to my friends because I care. There's nothing funny about some dickhead that's making money on your money going down. What's funny about that? Until you understand money and really respect it, it's never going to serve you or respect you. Ever. We got to work really hard. We worked so hard for this, and we're going to let someone that we we think is in our best, by the way, is in our best interest. And they're not calling us with updates. They're not calling us with opportunities. We got to call them. Fuck you. Get out of here. You can give your money to some Joe Schmo. Like go take that $2 million and go invest in local businesses. Go build up your local community. Have like a hand in something big and positive. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but like that's what I'm thinking about like every day. Too many people are too lax about their financial future. Just keep it in there for the long haul. Remember what you really are doing this for. Dude, I'm in this to make a lot of fucking money. That's what I'm in it for. And you just lost 30% of my portfolio and you didn't even have the courtesy to call me, you dick. You're fired. I can do that on my own. You can sit on your phone and trade via E-Trade and do the same shit. The reason most people use brokers is so they have someone to blame when shit hits the fan. They never give their broker props when shit's going up. It's all them. Shit hits the fan. It's like, my broker. Well, dude, your broker is responsible for it going up or down. At the end of the day, he's not responsible for any of it, but you are, because it's your money. You're the decision maker. You can do whatever you want with it. Until you knowledge up, this is a perfect time to be knowledging up, by the way. That's why I'm bringing it up, about your financial future. There's a lot of great books. Like learn about UALs, whole life policies, learn about investing in puts and stocks and straddles and butterflies if you're into that kind of shit. Learn about real estate investing. Learn about private investing. There's a lot of opportunity. A lot of you guys hit me up. Mark, I got 100 G's. Keep hitting me up. I like to have those conversations. Mark, I have 500 grand. I don't know what to do. Mark, I just sold a company. I have $7 million. What would you do? These are conversations I might be able to help you with. I'm not making any recommendations. I'm just saying if there's opportunities to talk about that stuff and I can help, I will. Because that's what I'm here for. I love this shit. If you can't tell, I think about it 24/7. I want to be stupid, filthy rich, not for just the money, but for what the money can do. I want to protect my family. I want to protect me. I want to protect my team, my entire companies, everybody involved in them, our investors, etc. That's my fiduciary duty to the world. I have to do it. It sucks sometimes because I got to make a lot of really tough decisions sometimes. But I know it's what I've been put on this earth to do, is to help people become wealthy. And that includes my person to make 50 grand a year. I want them to be millionaires. I want them to buy their dream house. I want them to buy their dream car. I want them to live, more importantly, and have a financial infrastructure to allow them to be successful when they're 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years old. I want them to be able to live while they're alive. I don't just talk this shit. I actually do it. I send them books about the automatic millionaire. I send them the book, The Money. I want them to learn. I want them to knowledge up. See, I've discovered this as a leader. It's not about me shoving business information down their throat. It's me about making their life better. If their life is better, they do better everywhere. And it gets exciting for them. If I can show them how to make an extra $500 a month with this or that, or save and get excited about the future, that makes everything better. Keeps them focused on the big picture. Some days suck, guys. We all get it. Some days I want to quit. Shit, some hours I want to quit. But I can't, because what's the alternative? Quitting? I'm not a quitter. Our goals are too big. Our dreams are over the top. I can only share them with a handful of people, because if I share them with everyone, they're going to call me crazy. By the way, if people are calling you crazy, that's a good thing. That means you're dreaming bigger than they can. Doesn't mean it's not doable. It's just they don't understand how to see it, because it's so big and out of their parameters. Their vision is not that big as yours. Don't judge it. It is what it is. But if it hurts you, I recommend you not sharing that with them. If it hurts you or deters you, share it with people that can help you dream bigger. If they say, I want to go here, you're like, dude, have you ever thought about going here, here, here? No, like, what are you talking about? It's doable. Let's go. And when you do that and get around these types of people, typically they're in mastermind groups or business meetup groups or whatever. Typically, from my experience, everyone's paying to be in there. That's what my mastermind is, 35 grand a year. People are paying to be in there because they want to be in there. And they're not paying for the people in there. They're paying for the people who's not in there, if that makes sense. They're in there to share their dreams. My job is to qualify. My job is to coordinate and organize high-quality people with the proper vision, core values, etc. So when we talk real shit. We talk big picture. And I'm saying so big it scares all of us, even at our level. And we're still playing small. So protect your environment. I talked about your environment on one of the podcast shows. I forget which one now. But this is a big deal, folks. Coronavirus is a big deal. And I'm not using this as scare tactics. Use it as opportunity. See the opportunity in the obstacle. Be healthy. Be safe. Be graceful. Be grateful. Right? I think I saw a cool meme that said, you know, our grandparents back in the day were called to war to go fight for us. We're being called to our couch. Enjoy the process for 2 weeks. I'm not saying go sit on the couch and do nothing. I'm saying pull your family closer, pull your heart closer to yourself, and really have that talk. What am I here for? You're capable of so much more. Whatever you're dreaming, multiply it by 10. Whatever you think you're capable of, multiply it by 10. Whatever you think your problems are going to be, multiply them by 10. I know it's scary. You don't even know you have problems in the making when you start getting that big. The problem, what's it say? More money, more problems. We're amazing humans. Our bodies are amazing. What we're capable of is amazing. The only thing stopping us is ourself. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm only growing. I haven't done anything compared to where I'm going. I've done nothing. I'm in it to win it. I want to grow. I want to be the best leader. I want to be the best husband, the best dad. By the way, you heard Mark, my son, he's 4 years old, on the intro of this today, because I was downstairs like, Dad, I want to do the thing with you. And I'm like, all right, say this. And he says it. He's the man. I love this kid to death, as I do my Drea and my wife. Drea is my daughter, by the way, almost 11 months old. But I love being able to be home, being able to watch them watch me push harder. It makes me want to be better. If you haven't listened to the show, talk about this. They're all watching. They're all watching. People are watching us, even when they're not watching. And I know that's a real thing, and I'm very conscious of that. And right now is the time to lead. Use your voice for positive. Use your voice, even if you're scared to fucking death, use your voice to let them know that you're here for them and you're going to lead this bitch to the finish line. You're going to get punched in the face. You're going to get kicked in the nuts. You're going to get slapped in the chops. You're going to get broken arms, broken feet, but you're going to keep pushing one step at a time. Inch by inch, it becomes a cinch. And my friend, if you do this and you stick in the game and you work your ass off and you focus on what matters the most and you keep pushing and prodding and pushing and growing and learning and pushing and prodding, you're going to wake up 12 months from now in a whole nother world, ready to go at it again, because you know what you're capable of. You know, and I know what you're capable of, and you know you're not doing enough. You know, and when I say enough, I'm not saying work harder. I'm saying work smarter and harder. Be in the game at a different level. Knowledge up. Get in the game. Change the opportunities. Look at the obstacles and zig and zag and develop and mold and grow. The time is now. Follow me on this journey over at Instagram at Mark Evans DM. I'm doing daily posts over there every single day in the stories. You can see what I'm doing on the daily flow every day, waking up, wakey, 444, the talk from the walk, the tip from the whip, hanging out with my fam. I'm doing what you're doing. I'm pushing. I'm prodding. I'm in the fight with you. But we have to be in it together. We have to push, serve, and drive. Follow me over at Instagram at Mark Evans DM. I'm here for you guys, thinking about you. Don't let the coronavirus stop you. Actually, let it inspire you. Gain confidence in unconfident times by doing the daily activities you can control, and we're going to take this to the moon. You with me? I'm with you. I'm thinking about you. Appreciate you. If the show is a big deal, share it on social media. More importantly, if you could give me a 5-star review over on iTunes, it would mean so much to me while you're quarantined over there and you're grinding it out and educating yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. Put those big fucking goals on the wall, and let's, more importantly, go get the money. Appreciate you being here. Talk to you.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss, I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all, and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose, yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm deal maker.